funny thing, isn't it, how people decide what's a tribute and what's not. You know, when you think about it, people decide to show their appreciation of someone in many, many different ways. And it's always rather confusing. You see, when you look back at people in history that have really stood the test of time, the likes, of course, of Frank Sinatra, Marilyn Monroe, Humphrey Bogart, you know instantly, don't you, by looking at a look or a particular sort of style, the way they stand, etc., who exactly they're paying a tribute to. But this particular modern day icon has left many stunned. As ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for the very heart of London, by Lambeth Palace at the moment. And yes, we're just doing a bit of filming here for something, you know what it's like, never stop. Always good to take time out to chat to the chums and let you know what's going on in the world of royalty and others. And as I know, I often say, but thank you for enjoying so many of the videos. It's always good to get our opinion on things. I love honestly reading them because you think, yeah, because you think you're a bit nutty, don't you? You think you're alone on stuff. We're not. That's the thing. Now let's get back to your royal story of the day. You see, when you think about this particular picture shocked a lot of people, didn't it? There they were, of course, the Kardashian family, famous for making money and little else, but making themselves sort of billionaires in the process. There's no two ways about it. If you remember when she got married way back to the, young guy, Chris Humphries, they managed to milk every conceivable drop of money out of magazine deals and TV shows to make sure that Kim remained a star, whatever that is. But then, of course, pictured with Meghan Markle's mother, seemingly someone who they wouldn't have even possibly passed the time of day with a few years back, just shows you exactly where Doria now lands in the scheme of things, or maybe how far the Kardashians have fallen. You see, a couple of years back now, I think in 2022, Kim Kardashian turned up at another charity gala, this time emulating or trying to pay tribute, whichever way you look at it, to another former Hollywood icon, Marilyn Monroe, in the famous Jean-Louis dress, which of course she sang infamously the Happy Birthday to Mr. President at Madison Square Garden on the 19th of May 1962. But now Kim apparently is taking it a stage further because she's been an absolute fanatic on the late and beautiful royal princess that was Diana, Princess of Wales. So much so that she bought this beautiful cross pendant. I think that's the right sort of way you describe it, simply because she said, well, Diana wore it and she wanted something that Diana had worn herself. So Kim decided at this particular charity event in Los Angeles this weekend to, well, debut it. And apparently this particular look didn't only get sort of pulses racing, but apparently everybody was absolutely delighted that she was paying tribute to such a woman, an icon of our times. You get the picture. Now, go back to the picture, as you know, of Doria and the Kardashians. As I say, at the time, a lot of people would say they're a strange bedfellow. It's all about, isn't it, making contacts and more importantly, making sure you grab the headlines. Now, while this particular look didn't necessarily enamor Kim to everybody, apparently, according to an inside source, as ever allegedly, Harry and Meghan were delighted with this by the fact that once again, particularly in Harry's case, that his mother was being talked about in such a positive way on the world stage, and more importantly, across newspapers. Not in a negative way, in a positive way. Now, whatever you think of this look, and I'd love to know your opinion, would you say that Princess Diana would be thrilled about exactly how she's being portrayed on the world stage, no matter how beautiful Kim Kardashian looks? Some say it's a little bit too much, too far. I'd love to know, what do you think? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.